Arsenal going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for it.
He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he whips it in.
That's good defensive concentration.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half, and of course he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Oh, good spread. Now it's Bernardo Silva. He's found the way through. Haaland.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lewis gets into some space. Chance to... He's got tall! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Rodri. Doku. And that is expertly dealt with. Arsenal are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Well, they can break here. Driving forward. And he's intervened well there. Reinders.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Subimendi. Spread neatly. He is through here! And that's aimed into the middle. Cleared away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Foden.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's forced to go back.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he latch on to this? Oh, nice touch. Out of play for a throw. Zubimendi. Ødegaard. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's in a great position here. There could be trouble here. Doku. Clipped into space. He has a look up. It's a goal kick. That pass has been well intercepted. Shot at goal! Timber. Saliba. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Havertz. The message is clear, none shall pass. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Rodri. Reinders. Great chance! It's hit the upright. Rice. Ødegaard. And it's Zubimendi. Now Zubimendi. Foden. Good, strong midfield running here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
Doku powering forward here. Saliba makes the interception. Arsenal still this single goal behind. That's a cute ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Chance! Oh, he's hit the bar!
The attendance for this match was 60,332.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Rodri is there and he can get that clear. Foden has found the net here, of course. Now it's Reinders. And he's managed to get free. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side and they're set on using it.
Brilliantly cut out.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Foden. Now that looks a decent ball. Out to the left it goes.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 33, Calafiori, number 12, Turnbull, number 36, Zubimendi. Coming on the field, number 49, Lewis Skelly, number 4, White, number 23, Mikel Merino.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly takes control of it and he's on the move. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Kovacic. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Lewis. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Martinelli. Engages and forces him off the ball. Lewis Skelly does well to get it back. Now it's Haaland. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Phillips over to the left. Doku providing an outlet on that flank. He's picked his way through. Now it's Bob. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Good ball, good take. Arsenal with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
And it's been taken short. Flashes it up. It's a mighty effort!
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has ended up in no man's land. We are into overtime. Can he get it through? Havertz looking to get on the end of this. Climbs up big! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as, to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. This looks promising.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Oh, it's Dembele. Paris Saint-Germain ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Played into space out wide. Fabian Ruiz. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Doué. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Zubimendi. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, that's superb. Gonzalo and the finish! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Paris Saint-Germain have fired themselves in front. He gets big! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Hernandez. Paris Saint-Germain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers.
Up he goes! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Calafiori. Threads one in. That is a great pick out. Shot, surely! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Rice gets a foot in here. No, that's been intercepted. Fabian Ruiz. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard! Magnificent! He's got himself an absolute peach. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's made its way to him. Calafiori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Big header! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Calafiori, oh, good-looking ball. 5 minutes till the break. And it's Rice. Calafiori. And it's Zubimendi. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Hakimi. And Doué. Doué making good progress on the right-hand side. Saliba. And it's Ødegaard.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a good foot in there. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Rice. Zubimendi. Played out wide. He's having a go! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Timber gets into some space. He's got tall. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, and the shot! They've scored! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Some really good ball movement. Nuno Mendes. Fabian Ruiz. Just eases him off the ball. Good ball, good take. And he's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he welcomes it in. Now it's Ramos. He's found some space. Big chance, corner.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looks a good cross. And claimed it back swiftly. Almost an hour gone. Played out towards the right wing. Zubimendi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for the run. Ødegaard. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Substitution for Arsenal.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Is number 49, Luis Gil.
Fabian Ruiz tries to clear.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nuno Mendes. Oh, this is a very good run. Foot in. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Now it's Ødegaard. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Vitinha. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Rice promptly onto that, and that is that. Timber. Tries to pass it through, out towards the flank. Nicely weighted ball. Marquinhos deals with that comfortably. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Ødegaard given the lift of his goal. And it's Zubimendi.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now that's well seen too. Timber. Mendes wins the duel this time. And now the breakaway. They'll have one final crack at it.
There will be
1 minute to add, according to the board. He is through here. Dembele. Nice control. Great ball, and he's in. There's the shot! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Mendes gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And there's a searching pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Played out towards the right wing. Ball driven towards the far post. Saliba getting this one clear. And a shot! And it's come back out to him. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Doué just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And they're quick to get it back. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I have always rated Lucas Hernandez as a hugely talented player who has really benefited from playing alongside some fine defenders in his youth.
And big header! No, not the best of headers. Rice. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Not the most accurate pass. That has been slung wide. Oh, well measured. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Hakimi. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Havertz absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Pacho.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Looking for the run. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Zubimendi. That ball looks a good one. He has found the way through. Can he finish? And the keeper couldn't hold it. Nuno Mendes. Zubimendi receives it in a wide position. And he was alert to it. Nuno Mendes. That's a good ball out wide.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He is through here. Dembele. Saka. Good ball, good take. He's shifting through the gears here. Saka. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Marquinhos can get it clear. Doué proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Gonzalo Ramos showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's on it, can he get away? Now it's Saka. And it's Hakimi. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Vitinha. Great vision. Oh, no joy this time. Timber does well to get it back. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Pacho. And it's Vitinha. He's had it taken off him. He's found a way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Added time.
And he whips it in. Danger averted for now. And here's Saka. Saka! In he goes again. They've scored!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Arsenal head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Arsenal really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's got the beating of his man. Paris Saint-Germain have a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy himself from here. Vitinha! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Doué.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Hernandez, and it's Mendes. And that's another throw. Oh, it's played into the area, and the keeper beats it away. Saka. Nuno Mendes. That is good strength. He's got away. Here comes the cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. Saliba. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Rice. Played out wide. Looking to play him in. Can he get onto this?
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 12.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Is number 4, White.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message.
And it's been given away. Gonzalo Ramos has it out wide and in space. Fabian Ruiz.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Ramos. Delivers the ball. Can he finish? They've done it! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Looking for a runner. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And it's hoisted clear. That'll be a throw-in.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 14, Eucharist. Number 7, Bukayo Saka. Coming on the field, number 19, Trossard. Number 20, Madueke.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Marino delivers, Martinelli! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
The referee's awarded a free kick. João Neves. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing. Goes for a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he's having a shot!
Paris Saint-Germain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
3 minutes added time.
And it's Neves. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gonzalo Ramos is onto this. Oh, not quite. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now that's well seen too. And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match as... Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Now it's Rashford. Lewandowski! Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. That is lovely. It's a pretty loose pass. Searching pass he's played there. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Pedri.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, it's just a little long. Now that looks a decent ball. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Rashford. White cuts it out. Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Odegaard. And here's Havertz. Steaming on goalwards.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, that's well spotted. Arsenal finding their passes. Now it's Saka. And he welcomes it in. Swept in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kubasi. And Balde. Rafinha. De Jong. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, important interception. Zubimendi. And it's Timber. Yamal. Pedri. Balde. It's Pedri. De Jong. Rashford. Rashford looking to penetrate. It's Rashford! Oh, that is outstanding! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The breakthrough strike! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something.
Rashford!
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Subimendi. Odegaard. Now it's Saka. White. He is through here! White proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, he's played it in low. A reprieve, albeit. Now it's Lewandowski. Played into space. It's a promising position. He has found a way through. He's found a way past. And it's Pedri. And he cuts out the supply. It's not an especially good pass, that. Odegaard. And it's White. Now it's Havertz. Timber. Havertz is onto this. He's in space and looking for options. Ter Stegen deals with that nice and simple. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Pedri. De Jong. No way through there. Looking for the run. Good ball, good take. Havertz. Odegaard. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal are level. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's got away. He's a sharp little ball here. That is good alertness. It'll be a throw-in. Oh, what a mistake! And he's managed to get free. It's a good-looking delivery.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
He's found a way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And he's in on goal. Odegaard. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Saka. And it's White. White made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And here's Havertz. Can he get it through? Good read, needed to be. Rafinha. Now it's De Jong. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's been shifted off it. Zubimendi. Now, can they get him away? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Timber. Rice. Ødegaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Zubimendi. Havertz! In for the pieces! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Number 14, Ukraine's. Number 7, Bukayo Saka. Coming on the field, number 9, Gabriel Jesus. Number 20, Madueke.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Arsenal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And he's had it nicked away.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Gabriel Jesus under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter, there was absolutely no space to work with.
Rashford crosses. Timber. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking to play him in. Oh, good take in a good area. Desperate defending required here. Dani Olmo plays it short. All hands on deck for this one. Dani Olmo goes short. And it's played in. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Ferran Torres! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Stood up well to him there.
There will be 3 minutes.
Threads one in.
Time.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, they can break here. White. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, lovely bit of skill. White looking to hit the byline here. Terrific header! Oh, it's come off the upright. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Martinelli. And we're done. Arsenal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. Ah, he's given it away.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Lewandowski is onto this, and he's searching, and the shot! Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy Saka, I've been praising since day one. Someone who has a great versatility in his game, the right attitude, very...
Shot a goal! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Rashford. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Rafinha. Now it's De Jong. And this is Lewandowski. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. In with the challenge. And it's Ødegaard. Timber. That's a cute ball. Caught offside that time. Araujo. And it's De Jong. Rashford. It's Pedri. Now, can they get him away? And this is Lewandowski, and he's managed to get free. Ødegaard. And it's Rice. Timber. Timber. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedri. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gabriel. Calafiori. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Saka. Now the delivery. Ter Stegen claims it. Safe hands. And this is Lewandowski. Pedri. Pinches it off him. Lewandowski. Yamal. He's found a way through. And it's Pedri. Ødegaard. Now it's Saka. He's picked his way through. And he welcomes it in. Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. Turns back here, probably the best option. Rafinha. And it's De Jong. Ødegaard does well to get it back. Looking for options for movement. De Jong opts for safety. Pressing. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's away. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. And he's opted for the long pass. Arsenal are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Great vision. That is good alertness.
That's going in strongly.
Saliba gets across to intercept that. Couldn't squeeze it through. Tries to pass it through. It's Rashford! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Calafiori. Now Subimendi. Saka. Odegaard. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Subimendi. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Pedri. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that's well spotted. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Arsenal leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. This looks promising. Tries a shot! De Jong. And it's Koundé. Yamal. Now it's Yamal. Koundé picks it up now. Oh, what a mistake! It's a goal! Barcelona are back in business! And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's an excellent interception.
Arsenal really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Timber. Picked out brilliantly. Deftly out wide. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard.
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
After 63 minutes.
Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Knocks it into space. Great ball, and he's in here. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Odegaard. Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lewis Skelly calmly anticipates. Rice, and here's Havertz. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's looking wide. He's had it taken off him. Timber. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's De Jong. Rashford gets into some space. Lewandowski! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, that has checked. And the shot! He has done it! Just one goal in it now! Game on! That was a given, it always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the
chance! Oh, crossbar! And that's caused a worry or two.
De Jong could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Barcelona nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Now it's Trossard. And it's made its way to him. Timber. Oh, good take in a good area.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Pedri gets it away. Caresses it through. Now there's a fine ball. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. He shifted it to the flank. Played back in. That's the keeper's ball. And that will be the final act. Arsenal.